Yo, what it do? This week is chapter 3 of The 50th Law by Robert Greene and 50 Cent. It is all about opportunism. So let's get into it. The first thing this chapter says is turning shit into sugar. I think that's awesome. Negative energy has a possibility to be turned into positive energy. With a negative situation, they say, make lemons into lemonade. Look at the cup half full, not half empty. It's all about perspective. Yeah, in life, there are things that occur that are out of our control, and they suck. But making the best out of situations that you genuinely can't do anything about is the ultimate alchemy. Within 50 Cent's life, he was debuting his first album, The Power of the Dollar, in 2000. Right before it was going to drop with Columbia Records, he got shot 9 times and almost killed. Columbia Records dropped him, and everything was just back to zero. With where he got shot, in his jaw and in his tongue, there was remaining fragments of the bullet, and it was painful when he rapped and overall was talking. So his style of how his voice sounded and rapped changed as well. That didn't stop him, though. He kept going. He created a new mix, and the new mix was called F U, but like the harsher version. And he transformed all his anger into an outlet of energy to continue and to not stop. In 2001 is when it started taking off, and everyone was listening to his new song. A lot of people were pirating the music and selling it that way. He encouraged it because it was a form of free advertising and publicity. Every negative is a positive. The bad things that happen to me, I somehow make them good. That means you can't do anything to hurt me. 50 Cent. Mic drop. In the obstacle course of life, your mind can trick you into thinking that things are a lot more dramatic and harder than what they might be. Like looking at a situation, and instead of retreating and being defensive, always being on the offensive of how can I monopolize off of this? How can I alchemize? What can I get out of it? Even if I don't want to be in this situation. Lemonade, guys. I love alchemy and the word alchemize. I really do. Taking any opportunity, even if it's a harsh one, as a wake-up call, as a challenge, and a chance to prove yourself, is how you keep life entertaining. It's like getting that extra rep in at the gym, or like going till failure. You're challenging yourself. Why wouldn't you do that with other areas in your life? A lot of the most powerful people in history had a fearless attitude towards adversity. So anything that came their way, they were able to jump over that hurdle, tuck and roll, do that pull-up. They didn't cower away from it. They stood their ground and then figured out what they had to do. The awareness of the existence of what your brain is capable of is just the first start. There's a lot of distractions, and just being able to be strong enough to say no and go do what you need to do, then you're doing it. Like, guys, I did not want to do 90% of the stuff that I did today. And I did it. And that's discipline. Because when you're building something, you have to show up even when you don't want to. Understanding that there is opportunity that exists out in the world if you are open to it. Some people think that there's only like a few chances and opportunities in life where you can really go at them and get it. But that's a limited scope and perception of what is out there. Opening yourself to there's endless opportunities and continuously moving forward, you can create those opportunities till the day you die. If not, you're sort of being dependent on outside forces coming to you, and it's sort of passive. True opportunists do not wait around for a moment to be alert and then be forced into a decision. They are constantly using it as a daily practice of just being aware, and everything is a tool, everything is an instrument, everything they can alchemize off of. Like, play the game. Why wouldn't you? Play the Matrix. Make the most of what you have. Use what you have to better the effect of what you're working on. You're like, okay, I have these and these tools. How can I use them right now to then later on make it better? If we look for more information and are depending on others, we're no longer on our time, we're on their time. So if you're trying to actively get things done, figure out how you can do it yourself. Obviously, if you need help with someone else, then do it. But just understand that there's a shift in the dynamics then. Turn all obstacles into openings. Alchemize, alchemize, alchemize. Flip it so it becomes a strength. When you go through something, you now have that wisdom of what to do moving forward. When you experience more through the years with age, that's wisdom. Because you face more obstacles, you face more challenges and things. So, think of it that way. Look for turning points. Determining the root reveals the opportunity. Get to the root of the problem, and then it can reveal to you what you got to do to then level up. Move before you are ready. Start, even if you're scared. I wish I would have listened to that, because if I would have been way ahead than where I'm at now. Do not let fear hold you back. It'll freeze you in time. And you don't got all the time in the world, because we all die. There's a law of power that states energy will always rise to the appropriate level. So if you pick up momentum, it will follow. The energy, the frequency, things will start to take shape and form. If you start with the mentality of this venture has to succeed, then so it will. It has to succeed. Has is the main thing. You're not allowing any other option. You're going to keep going till you get to where you need to be. Then it will. Then it shall. From another point of view, opportunists will do anything. They have no values, they're selfish, they contribute nothing to society because they're just all about themselves. But with the older elites, they wanted to see opportunities and kept it as privileges and the power source of creating new. You're promoting yourself, or someone is promoting themselves. From the perspective of more of someone that's not on the top, more of the bottom, it's perceived as Machiavellian and a negative view on it. If you're on the top and more elite, it's viewed as smart and resourceful. So, depending on where you're at, people will develop their own opinions on it. But who freaking cares? Do what you gotta do. Because, let's say you're getting up on that ladder, then they're gonna be like, wow, how nice. But it's the same thing, even if you're at the bottom or the top. Opportunism was seen as positive and powerful to the Stoic philosophers of ancient Rome, and they would call it the love of fate. Without doubt, princes become great when they overcome difficulties and hurdles put in their path. When fortune wants to advance a new prince, she creates enemies for him, making them launch campaigns against him so that he is compelled to overcome them and climb higher on the ladder that they have brought him. Therefore, many judge that a wise prince must skillfully fan some enmity, wherever the opportunity arises, so that in crushing it he will increase his standing. Niccolo Machiavelli. Enmity. I know the freaking word, but why does it sound wrong right now?
Enmity.
I said it right. Why am I tripping?
Enmity.
That's all I have for y'all for this chapter 3. We'll do chapter 4 next week. Initially, when reading the book, I was like, oh snap. And I took a hard look at a few things. And I was like, okay. And it lit a fire under my ass. I'm doing things. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing it. But it's made me more hungry. And hopefully that's what these videos are doing for you. They're making you introspect and think and make your brain hurt a little bit and then go figure it out for yourself. It's cool when literature can challenge your mind, because you can know things. I've known of these things, but being able to put people in history to experiences and the outcomes and just becoming more knowledgeable. Learning is really freaking cool when it's on my terms. I really didn't like school, guys, at all. Like, I want to learn what I'm interested in. I don't care about the I can't even say it. Pythagorean theorem. All right. I'll see you next Wednesday.